Too. Look at this weather. Feels like early March or mid-March, late March, maybe even early April. Out here in the end of February with no gloves on. Well, before I get going on with the fishing and what's going on, because a bit is going on, let me just get the quick announcements out of the way. First is our spring calendars are open. We have a lot of time available for, like right now, last minute brown trout right into steelhead season. So if you want to get out and get a crack at one of these brown trout before they leave, now's the time going forward. We have dates available. Just get a hold of us. We have steelhead time, and we also have, you know, that late steelhead season we like to swing. We got lots of time in the calendar right now, so jump on. You can get dates are definitely available. So that's going on. We're also taking dates for this fall for salmon season. Obviously, we're taking dates for our pike fishing, in which we start up and usually about the middle of May. So we got a lot of time right now at the moment. The calendars are open. You want to do some of the fishing that we show? Now's the time to get into the system. So that's going on. Also, the last weekend, I think it's like 24th, 25th, don't quote me on the dates, of August, we're going to be doing the spade casting clinic. So if you want to get onto that, drop us an email to the Lost Rivers Fishing. We'll put you on a emailing list, and we'll start taking confirmed bookings in probably June for that. So, but if you think you want to be part of it, just drop us an email. We'll put you on the list, the emailing list. So that's going on for that. Pretty much that's kind of the announcements. So what's going on with the fishing? Well, we've had a lot of very high water, and it took a long time for everything to recover from this high water. So for an example, where I'm fishing here, chasing the last minute brown trout, this is really just came in the last few days into shape. And it's been very high, very dirty for a while. Some of the other rivers are still quite high and marginal fishing conditions. So we're just starting to come into fishing conditions right now. Some of the places are just marginally. Here the clarity's good, but there's still a lot of water coming through. That's very typical here. You know, we're chasing brown trout on these creeks, steelhead and some of the other ones. So it's an egg pattern streamer game, depending on what you want to do. If you're looking for more steelhead, it's an egg pattern game, drifting game. If you're looking more for the leftover browns, it's more of a swinging game, because they're looking for meat and chasing minnows. So it's like a white zonker, yellow zonker. Very typical of some of the videos you just recently seen. So that's what's going on there. I don't know with that, but it's a coverage game, cover the water. We're just getting back onto those streams, so they're just coming into shape. So it's just a lot of various, your favorite color egg fly, some of your favorite streamers will be what you want to use. Salmon River is down to 750. That was very high. It was like 1,500 release for quite a while. I finally ramped it down the last few days. And Ricky says, you know, the stonefly bite is starting, the bugs are starting to crawl. We should see our stones get very active the end of the month, late February, early March. We start seeing a lot of stones crawling on the snow and on the shoreline, but the stones are starting to get active, and the steelhead in the upper river are keying in on them. So that stonefly bite is starting. There is a lot of fish in the Salmon River right now. I guess the rumor is the hatchery is full of steelhead, which is good news, more than we've seen in a few years. It's pretty consistent fishing from basically the lower fly zone down to Pineville. However, keep in mind that you can have a good day today, a very poor day. So it's kind of on and off, on and off. It's kind of been that game all winter for no reason at all. Just they'll be on one day and off the next. Kind of crabby, but that's fish being fish. But stoneflies are definitely working. We've been using a lot of the blacks and the golds, probably about 12s to 8s, and you use a little bead on them. Sometimes a hot stone that's got a little color in the wing case and the bead will work. A little flashy jazz up stoneflies always works on steelhead. And so that's been pretty much in there. Some small wets are starting to pick a few fish up too on the steelheads. The biggest thing is, as always, you'll find your greater concentration on the top of the river. So for an example, like the conditions today, DSR would probably be a nice option if you wanted to swing flies and do it in peace, cover some water and not have a lot of fishing pressure. But remember, down at the bottom of the river, you're fishing for a fish or two. That's just how it is. Those fish do not stay. They move through. But they can be very grabby down there. If you get a good presentation in front of a fish in the lower end of the river, they generally are going to eat it. So that's the case there. We're up top. They're just, you know, they've been fished over. They've been in the river for a while. They're starting to shift over to bugs. They're getting more trout oriented. And So that's usually the game up in the upper river. That's why we do a lot of drifting up in the upper river with stoneflies and nymphs, and down in the river we just swing. When we got to cover water to find them too, they'll eat that swinging fly a lot better. So that's kind of the game right there on the Salmon River. Typical late winter, early spring stuff. So that's kind of where we're at. Little note there, going into spring, I don't think we're going to have a lot of spring runoff, so looks like we're not going to have crippling high water this spring. I just said that, so watch it happen. So that's kind of on the salmon, what's going on there. Here it's just, we're back on the water. We've been off for a few weeks, so we're trying to get oriented because we had so much high water for so long. And we got a couple of weeks coming in here now with the temperature pretty good. The only caveat in this whole mess is keep in mind that I don't know, I'll be posting this probably early this week, but the upcoming weekend we're supposed to get some rain, and that could change depending on how much rain. That could change. So you really got to pay attention to your water conditions, your river conditions this time of the year. But if we keep this up, bringing us some decent, some okay water temperatures, and we should be able to find some drop back brown trout, what I call last chance brown trout, and some early run steelhead. So we got some fishing to be had right now. So we'll just see if the weather's changed, or if we get flooded out. But right now it's time to get on the water. We got a nice little window to take advantage of. A couple other quick little notes. Just bear with me, please. I'm putting up a couple fly time videos. So those of you that like the fly time videos, for God's sakes, please hit the like, leave a comment, and share it, because I don't get a lot of traffic on those, and I need all the help I can get. And in the comments on this video and the other videos, put down what you'd like to see for a fly time video. Also, some of those flies we're going to be showcasing on the videos are going to be up for sale. You just got to send me an email to the Lost Rivers Fishing or the JPEG Guides at Gmail, and we'll arrange a way to get the flies to you. But other than that, that's kind of what's going on. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. See you on the river, folks. And hey, we got a bit of a little window and some nice winter weather. Let's go take advantage of it. See you on the river. This is Jay at JPEG Guides and Lost River Fishing. We are a year-round fly fishing catch and release guide service. We fish the Lake Ontario tributaries, and then during the spring and the summer we also fish the inland trout streams, classic dry fly fishing. During the heat of the summer we will do the warm water fishing for bass and pike. If you're interested in any of our outings or have any questions, please feel free to email us at fish@lostriversfishing.com. Hope to hear from you, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact us.